Good morning, everyone. It's Eric with His&Hers HHQ. As you can tell, we are looking at what will become Dracula's hearse. But I figured this would be kind of a tutorial. Okay, so it's kind of hard to explain for me. A lot of the things I do, the scratch building, even some of the weathering techniques or various techniques I come up with, I watch a lot of you fantastic modelers out there and I try to garner what I can. But for me, a lot of this is trial and error. It really is. So what I'm doing here, as I discussed in the entry video for the under 1,000 sub group build, is, well, I've decided I'm going to cut off the back portion of the body tub here and cut the roof. So to, well, make this as quick a video as possible, because I'm sure you really don't want to see me cutting and slicing and cutting, because I don't have a razor saw. What I'm going to do is show you what, for me, I feel is the best course of action. And this is going to start with a ruler and a pad of paper, which, oh, this is so hard to get everything. Anyway, I want to get a solid idea here of how long the body tub is actually supposed to be and keep those measurements. So let's try to keep this all on camera. We are looking at that's roughly 6 7/8, give or take, 6 7/8 inches. Let me see here if I can get this millimeter wise. Nope. Okay, 6 7/8 inches. So where'd my pen go? We're going to write that down. Length is 6 7/8 inches. Body tub. And I'm not going to worry too much about the width, because all of that will get worked out once I get to scratch building. But we're going to cut off the back portion here. And the way I'm going to do this is I have a channel here to start with. This point here, that rest. So using the ruler, let me see if I can get this. Yeah. We're going to consider those points there. And we are going to give it some initial scores. I know it's a lot to dig through, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but essentially I'm going to be doing this all the way around. Now let's see if we can get our handy dandy little Tamiya plastic scriber 2 to work. And kids, don't try this at home without a parent or guardian supervision. Yeah, we've got a pretty good start going there. What we're doing is getting rid of that bit there, and we're going to cut down into it little bits at a time. And we're going to try to keep it as straight as possible. How about that? Again, mind you, all this is basically me just making things up as I go along. Whoops. This scriber, I gotta say, makes short work of a big task. Now, see if we can't get rid of the rest of that junk that's there. Now then, we're already through the worst part of that. Check that out. But basically, we're going to keep going, keep this level. But since we've got the worst part of that, or the thickest portion of that, now we're going to keep going around and doing it like this. What we're going to do is keep going until eventually we are far enough through that we create a weak enough point, especially here. And yeah, right up in here. I'll probably just clip into that with the snippers, because we don't need this portion here. All right, yeah. Trusty snips. And probably do it this way. Yeah, see, now we don't have quite as much to cut through. But anyway, I'll keep working on that until eventually I have the cabin piece, the front seats forward, completely clipped off. The same concept basically goes for this. The only difference is, in this case, what I may do, free-handed of course, is start getting rid of some of this stuff here slowly. See, what's really going to happen is we're going to get rid of the door as is. We're going to get rid of the door handles, fill in these seams all the way up to the front here, because it's going to be, well, it's not going to have a back area, as it were, but we're going to keep sitting here and going like this. If this is driving you nuts at home, let me know. I apologize, but it's slowly how I work. See, we've got one. We're just going to keep going right on around. Let's see, 1, 2. Now we're going to want to work in keeping the back door in some way, shape, or form. So I have to decide how we're going to do that exactly. What I'm thinking is I'll keep this portion of it and incorporate it into the scratch built portion, but we'll do some reshaping back here. So until we're ready for that, we will leave this bit here and quite possibly just get rid of this line here. Let's do it like this. See, it's not pretty. It doesn't have to be, because this whole portion here is coming off. But we want to try to maintain as much strength as possible, or structural integrity, so that's why we're leaving this portion here alone for the moment. And when I get the other sides ready, we'll get to the front. And even though this wonderful window line here, the window frame line, is going to be kept, I'm going to try to actually cut it off back here somewhere, so that it keeps the strength up front. So we're actually, as I said before, we're leaving the front end. So we're actually going to be able to cut off right in here. Let's do it this way. Yeah, see, this is a flimsy model, so we don't want to lose too much, I guess you could say, of the structural integrity. But we're going to keep cutting along until we get through to here and through down here. Then we're going to get all of these posts done. I know I need to do that one. I don't know about you all, but when I'm really concentrating and I'm not talking about it and just really focused, I tend to sit there and have my tongue waggling out of my mouth, like just looking like some sort of looking like a canine sticking his head out the car window as we're driving down the street. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, good. But we'll keep going all the way around. I will connect this portion here and then come down here and get rid of those. Finish this cut line down and around and that cut line down and around. And I'll keep working at it. It'll take me, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes maybe of getting that done. And then the roof will be gone. And then what I'm looking at doing is I will probably, we'll use the pin for this, is we'll probably try to take and cut down or shape down this line here, or even right in here maybe. Just enough, yeah. Like right down like this. And right down here so as to preserve where the taillights are and whatnot. And all of this will come off, and then this will be, this portion here, the door itself will be straightened out and brought in more of a vertical rather than an angled, angle. And we'll put in our bracing. We'll have to do some internal structural bracing. And we may actually take some scrap sprue and put it in there temporarily. Something, you know, I can just tack in there with super glue or something and break it off later on. Yeah, once all of this is situated, then I will be able to get my line situated from the open cockpit, as it were. Yeah, right in there, I would say. So get my line in there, and I'll be able to start putting up the front wall and maybe even the side walls. That way it provides the extra strength I need to go as I'm doing all my sanding, filling, shaping, filling some more before prime and paint. So that's basically how I do things. I got the measurement of the tub so that when I start cutting the spare evergreen styrene, I know exactly how long I want. And I've got the depth here already, so I'll figure all of that done, and I will do an internal bed. And yeah, this should go well. Let's double check something here. If we've got that there. Okay, see, I have internal width here, so I got to think about the wheel wells and stuff like that. But yeah, all of that, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already got figured out or have been done before, especially you pro streeters, the ones that have done Pro Street, getting all of that internal wheel wells and everything situated. It's probably a cakewalk for you guys, but I've never done it, so this is just one of those things. I've never actually done something like this, but I'm looking forward to doing it. It's going to be making it up as I go along, and I'm using the opportunity to participate in the under 1,000 sub group build hosted by Rob at Time Machine Scale Models and Mike at Mike's Model Shop. I hope I said that right. And getting to participate with all you wonderful modelers out there that are under 1,000 subs. So yeah, I hope this little tutorial, I mean, it's a little something there, what I do. It's time consuming, but the end results are worth it. And yeah, I hope it was helpful for anybody who wants to consider scratch building. I thank you all for taking a moment and watching, and it's already past 23 minutes. So I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content, share the love of scale model building. It truly is a medium limited only by your imagination. You build for you. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 5 days, but I do try to be as interactive as possible. I really do appreciate all the support and all the wonderful comments. This here is a fantastic community, and I'm absolutely honored to be a part of it. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and all my old subscribers. Thank you for sticking around. It's been a crapshoot come and go, but here I am. I'm still producing, and I'm glad you're all still watching. I'm Eric. Have a good day.